In other news this morning, Florida's legislature is one step closer to passing a controversial bill that would restrict any talk of sexual orientation and gender identity in classrooms. Critics call it the Don't Say Gay bill. They say it would hurt LGBTQ students and families. Manuel Bojorquez spoke with the bill's author. Manny, good morning.
Good morning. That Republican state representative told us this is about a parent's right to know what their children are being taught and said the subject matter is not appropriate for the earliest grade levels. But critics of the bill call it the latest salvo in a conservative culture war that is putting politics ahead of vulnerable children. Todd and Jeff Delmay say their 12-year-old son Blake's public school in Hollywood, Florida has been a welcoming place.
From preschool till 5th grade, it's been a great experience. We felt very accepted.
They fear the bill that passed the Florida House and a similar one expected to pass in the state Senate could change that.
If children are not feeling that they are accepted or who they are and the family they come from isn't accepted, it will have an impact on them.
The Parental Rights and Education bill says classroom instruction by school personnel or third parties on sexual orientation or gender identity may not occur in kindergarten through grade 3. Parents could sue school districts for violations. Republican State Representative Joe Harding sponsored the House bill.
We want focus to be on those basic fundamental things, the reading, the writing, the math. And when discussions come up, as a dad of 4 kids, children ask questions. Discussions are going to come up. We can't ban a conversation. We can't ban a discussion. That's not what we're doing.
Free to say gay!
But critics say just the threat of lawsuits could have a chilling effect on those discussions. And language in the bill banning those lessons when not age appropriate or developmentally appropriate for students in accordance with state standards could arguably apply to any grade. Joe Saunders is with Equality Florida.
So it applies to K through 12 classrooms, and it grants the right for any parent who believes that a conversation is happening about our families to sue a school district. It's an aggressive attack.
Nationwide, there are 18 similar bills moving through 9 state legislatures. The advocacy group, the Trevor Project, has denounced them and says its research shows LGBTQ students who learned about LGBTQ issues or people at school had 23% lower odds of reporting a suicide attempt in the past year.
You may have LGBTQ youth who do not have a supportive home environment. So wouldn't the school be a safe place? And isn't that necessary?
I think the schools are a safe place, and they need to continue to be a safe place.
This wouldn't change that.
This doesn't change a school being a safe place.
17-year-old Andrew Triolo says even without the bill, not all schools are safe for people like him. He is transgender and has been bullied or harassed, he says, out of every public school he's attended.
I think that if I would have had the language to express how I felt about my gender at a younger age, it would have saved me a lot of internal struggle and depression.
He recently spoke out against the bill at the state capitol.
I should get to go to school clubs and pick my activities in school, but I will never get to experience that like you did. I feel like people tend to boil down sexuality to just sex, and that's not what it is in the slightest. I mean, there's romantic attraction there, it's culture, it's identity, it's self-expression, and that is, I think, very important not to silence that.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has signaled his support for those bills making their way to his desk. But certainly Florida is not the only battleground. The governor of Texas this week told health agencies in that state that they should investigate gender-affirming treatments for trans adolescents as child abuse. Nate?
Inclusivity should be something every student has. Manuel, thank you.